Scott.
Welcome.
Jesus.
But I like how we're always surprised by the fact we've gone live. It's like, or at least I am. I'm always like, I'm the one who did it.
We're live. Guys, it's time for Death Metal Cast. Are you ready? I hope you guys are ready, because we're live.
Liam's practicing his acting face right now.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. Are you some sort of goon or mobster?
I'm doing the mewing, the Giga Chad mewing face.
Don't say.
Can we start over?
No, I'd like to dive deeper. I don't understand mewing. Oh,
it's actually really hard to do. I don't know how to do it either. I'm just sucking my cheeks in.
We've got a distraction. If you do want to change topics, because Chad, I'm sure you'd like to read Ten Tails
for saving us from this.
Ten Tails, $200 super chat.
Oh my God!
Denzel says, "Hey, this is also my pitch, but don't worry, it was very much geared towards a fun little interaction, not an actual pitch I had with them. Glad I didn't realize I had already had a Death Battle cast, so I ended up with 2. So this one is just a random thought process of a pitch on the spot. Okay, that's fine.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah,
we learned a lot.
And I think we can start.
Well, we learned a lot about Ten Tails' other pitch idea. Not this one.
I think we can start by. I do think it's interesting to say that, hey, Wild World, this animation versus animator, animator versus animation was our most, pitched and requested franchise. Which I would have never guessed going into the Kickstarter when we started to set those up that I would have been like, oh, probably Sonic or Pokemon or something. But no, animation versus animator versus animation was the most common franchise, and specifically, I believe Henry Stickmin versus the Chosen for the Second Coming, right? Is the character? Was
brought up a few times.
The most requested or the most pitched
there's some
matchup.
Other franchises that came up more, but yeah, this one definitely popped up more
I
than I was expecting.
Be slightly wrong on the franchise, but for certain, Second Coming versus Henry Stickmin was the most requested singular, and I'm pretty sure animation. It's a close second behind, I believe, Genshin, or a close first. Genshin was right at it, I think, too. A bunch of Genshin characters.
Yeah. Well, okay. Today we are talking about Azriel. You guys know Azriel? He's from Undertale versus King Orange, who is what?
Yeah, people might not know who he is, Sam. I sent you that image of King Orange. If you could pull that up.
Oh, which one?
I would love to see
King Orange 3.
Okay.
I just have one and
Jeez,
2.
Sam, fine. I'll fucking draw one for you. Christ.
Okay. Great. Wait.
This might take a minute.
Yeah, hang on. This is gonna take a minute. So
while Liam's doing that, Lily says Asriel automatically means this 20th reality breaker in a row on the cast. What happened to all the street cheers? Oh, okay.
Oh, there's image 3. Thank you, Liam.
Yeah, right here.
Your bit threw me. I was literally over here image 3 only sent me 2 images.
I love that all 3 of us knew where this was going, and I watched Sam's eyes of genuine confusion and horror. Where is
it? Apparently my mic was bad. I fixed it. Just FYI, chat. If it was bad, I don't know.
Is literally a stick figure with a crown.
Yes,
but he's from Animator versus Animation.
He's also a tortured soul, crying out in despair. With a dark backstory.
Okay.
You want to tell us about?
Well, then let's get into it. Before we get into this, though, I do want to say we have a couple things coming up, so stay tuned. As we're gonna bring up a few different announcements throughout today's Death Battle cast. But the big one I want to get out of the way is Ruby vs. Maka is out. 10 years in the making. We've finally made Ruby vs. Maka, and wow. I'm just blown away by what our team was able to do with this episode. So if you have not checked out Ruby vs. Maka, please do so. We would really appreciate the support for this episode because it's really important to us. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that later on or in Champion Cast later. But
go tell your friends.
It's an episode that has a lot of meaning.
I shed a tear. That animation with that music and the lyric choices on song, I was just like, oh god. Anyways,
yeah,
it got me.
Nice to knock
thank
it
you
out the
everybody
park.
who's been supporting that one. And then we also have some big community events coming up. We will be talking about Champions Island later on in this episode. Get ready for that. It's going to be super exciting. But there's a fireside chat tomorrow, actually.
Dark.
If you are a brand new member and you haven't been to a fireside chat, basically, it's just us. We do not have a fireside, unfortunately. We should either find a fire or just not call it fireside chat anymore.
Put the thumbnail, Ben.
We just like hang out with you guys for an hour and chat about whatever. So we're doing that tomorrow evening. I believe that is like what, 5 p.m. Central?
Yep.
5 p.m. Central time.
Whenever
for members.
Whenever it's winter and it wouldn't be insufferable, I'll go do it downstairs from my fireplace. So we can just have
Literally
like, even
in
if I
front of
just
the
have a shot like just of the fireplace that I put on screen with us, like we can, but I'm not putting my fire on in the middle of summer. That ain't happening. And
Well,
yes,
Mr. Picture 64
still the middle
does
of summer
say
for us.
PNG and fire. Why don't we just do that?
We used to have the little
Yeah, we
like
had
crackling Yule log thing.
We should probably tomorrow. Let's just literally put like a singular image of a fire in the center.
Just like fire.png, just the most basic one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wiggle
Also-
it every once in a while.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Ben, you got it in before Joe was like, "Hey, remember."
Yeah.
Fireside.
Well,
That's right.
He
We're
got
ahead.
us.
I got you, Joe.
No, Joe got us
We're on
last week.
top.
I know he got us
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Marvel Fantasy says with the super chat, congratulations on 200 episodes. Thank you. For the next episode, will Blade have a British accent like he does in the comics?
Absolutely. At one
I'm
point,
very
he takes
excited
his
for you guys to
monocle
learn more
off.
about-
It's great.
I'm very excited for you guys to learn more about Blade versus Buffy in the coming weeks. Gonna let Ruby versus Maka have its time in the sun for a little bit. But we are gonna have some big announcements coming up for Blade versus Buffy, as it is the long-awaited return, another long-awaited thing, the long-awaited return of Ismahawk making a live-action death battle. I'm so freaking hyped for it.
Yeah.
There's so many things we want to talk about.
Oh, we have so many behind-the-scenes stories and things
Yeah.
to share.
I am curious how, because like it's funny coincidence, last week's ballot banter, and we can use this as a segue into our general death battle housekeeping, but last week's ballot banter, one of the ballots was a fantastic thumbnail for Buffy versus Blade, and we were all like, how do we not give away the fact that this is going to be announced in like 3 days? It was very like, always like,
all right.
ooh.
So there are some super chats we still need to get to,
I've got
but
a ton.
we've been going for like 10 minutes, so we need to get into this matchup. So let's go ahead and start with Liam. Liam, you are going to be, what the fuck is
He's mogging,
face?
which for a Mog Sothman fan is a great new term.
Liam is going to be representing King Orange. Yes. Wait. Oh my God, I have the wrong ones on my list. Liam is going to be representing King Orange. Sam is going to be representing Azriel from Undertale. The way this works is they are going to argue for their characters on who should win a death battle, and at the end of the show, those of you watching this live will get to vote on who you think should win. So, Liam, explain to us, what the hell is a King Orange? Is it juicy?
I want you guys to think about this. Ben, Chad, Sam, audience. What would you do? How far would you go? Who and what part of your soul would you sacrifice if your son was eaten by Minecraft? To answer to that, was a question posed to King Orange. Now, I'm not sure what his name was before he became a king. The wiki refers to him as King Orange the entire time, but King Orange was a stick figure who lived in a stick figure world with his son Gold, and his son Gold loved Minecraft and could, well, actually what just happened is one of the abilities that King Orange has.
Wait, when you say Minecraft, are you being like
actual
are you being funny? Are you making
So there's a video game that was released in 2006 called Minecraft. I'm talking about Minecraft. I'm talking about Minecraft. His son loved Minecraft. His stick figure son Gold loved Minecraft so much that they went to this sort of carnival, and there was this sort of VR thing where it's like, oh, this like sort of thing where you get in and you put the thing on and you can play Minecraft. And then it malfunctioned, and his son was sucked into Minecraft, was like eaten by Minecraft. And King Orange, in a fit of rage, at the loss of his son, attacked the people at the VR carnival facility, and then he went home and he was fucking depressed and going crazy. This part of the wiki is subtitled "Descent into Madness." I wanted to read this sentence for you because I thought it was just one of the greatest things. King Orange, again, he's not a king yet, but he's called King Orange, fueled by his eternal hatred of the game and everything related to it, devoted all of his time and energy to ultimately avenge his son. As Minecraft destroyed his son, he too would destroy Minecraft. Which I think is sort of like if your son drowned in the ocean and you were like, I will destroy the ocean. Don't stick your son in a fucking virtual reality thing.
I could throw a lot of plastic in the ocean.
Yeah. Could just take shits in the ocean endlessly. So what he does is he builds a staff that allows him to and builds a command block. The lore is tough, but essentially he manages to break into the world of Minecraft and has a command block connected to his staff. The command block allows you to type in any command into Minecraft that you want, and effectively control reality that way. And he becomes a king and is going to eventually he wants to get control of the Minecraft icon, the game icon, because that is even more powerful than the command block. It will allow him to destroy all of Minecraft and thus get his revenge for the death of his son when Minecraft ate his son. So that is King Orange.
Okay. Is his son in Minecraft still, or did he die?
I didn't actually. That is a good question.
It seemed block to bring his son back.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like this is a really simple solution.
Look.
Wait. So
look.
This is not a Minecraft series. To be clear.
What would you describe as a Minecraft series? This is an animator versus it's called animation versus Minecraft. I think is the series that is like a sub-series of animator versus animation. So it's like, what if the animator versus animation characters, the stick figures, and because the animator versus animation is about like, oh, stick figures that can like
this, right? This isn't something like published.
No.
Mojang
This is
Studios
not.
Okay.
This is not Mojang. No. But it utilizes all of the assets of Minecraft, like the rules of the universe, the way it works.
Also, chat said "Sun real dead," so Sun's dead.
Sun dead.
So this is the red versus blue of Minecraft.
Yeah, kinda. Not really, but kinda.
With stick figures instead.
Yeah, with stick figures, and the stick figures are still
like
the stick figures from.
I guess is more so stuff like Afmao. And this is just something else.
Yeah, this is a crossover kind of between animator versus animation, which is about stick figures that can like, turn the computer off. And they fight with the animator, they fight with the mouse, and then they've broken into Minecraft.
Yeah, it feels very much like, what should we do for the next thing? Hey, that Minecraft thing sure is popular on YouTube.
I have a strong feeling that there was no sort of cynical aspect to this at all. This was like, I love Minecraft.
So animator versus animation is like, you've probably seen it before. It's just stick figures fighting, and it's like really fluid animation and whatnot. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So this is
it's just really good, by the way. Yeah.
It is. And
King Orange is very depressed and angry and mad. All right, let's talk about Azriel.
Oh God, Azriel. We've talked about Azriel this year on Death Metal Cast, so I don't want to go too horribly deep. But Azriel, Dreamer, not spelled like Dreamer, got a hyper death.
Like Dreamer.
Yeah, it's so. To get into Undertale, the final boss is kind of flowy. There's a bunch of different states. Azriel is actually the true state, or Flowey's true state is Azriel, I think I should say. And he has the power of 6 human souls and every monster soul in the underground, so he's a big deal, right? Has all of Flowey's, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Liam, because you also know quite about the character, but has all of Flowey's previous abilities, which means he does have a lot of like the same. I think that's why this is kind of interesting.
Soul manipulation.
It's not just soul, but it's kind of
warping.
Like reality inside the computer game manipulation, which like animation versus animator is like obviously it is the animation fighting the animator. So much in the same way, they're like really akin in that sense, where there's a lot of like, I mean, even everyone knows Undertale, like it closes the game for you and makes you relaunch it, and it plays in that fourth realm a lot. So yeah, it's the biggest baddest bad from Undertale. I don't know. I feel like people have
It's
a
funny.
good grip on Undertale.
When I first heard, when I was making the thumbnail for this one, I just thought it was Asgore from Undertale, because it's like the idea of like the sad king. But that would have been a fucking stomp. I think King Orange would have fucked this shit up. Azriel makes a lot more sense, because it's like they're both like the reality warping characters. They control like the game world. That's kind of the idea. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking and manipulation of your computer as the game or animation is being played.
Yeah.
So, question for how this takes place.
Yeah.
Is it like, does it take place in Undertale? Does it take place
in Minecraft?
Or it
takes place in Minecraft.
Okay, or like both games are installed on a computer and then they start like crossing with each other.
Yeah,
and it
that could happen too.
Okay,
I think that could happen too.
So this is because on the note about Asgore, like Asgore is the father who loses his son. Azriel is the son. Yeah. So does King Orange just find the wrong son and get mad about it? Like
he's like, I don't love you, you weird goat thing. But then what if he adopts Azriel?
Man, we could have such a messed up ending if King Orange wins, because like if he kills him and then the father shows up and then he realizes he's become what he hated and killed someone else.
Okay.
Minecraft took my son. Now Minecraft will take yours too. Slash death or whatever.
Right?
Falco vs. Leon has a good super chat about King Orange. Says, I'd say this is more like King Lear if written by millennials. It's pretty accurate, it seems. Johan says, to be precise, King Orange is from the spin-off series Animation versus Minecraft. I don't know if he also appears in the main Animation versus Animator series.
I don't think he does.
Okay, so he's only in this. All right, interesting.
Yeah. He is a Minecraft specific character because Minecraft ate his son.
Sure. So he was something else. So wait, the King Orange that we see, the like orange stick figure
with the crown,
him in Minecraft?
Yeah, he didn't have a crown in his regular world. In his regular world, he was just like a dad, which is why I think his motivation is amusing to me, because he is like, Minecraft killed my son. I will kill Minecraft. Ah!
So in the real world, or in the, I guess the animation versus the AVA world, is he human?
Yeah. He's a stick figure. And the stick figures are, and we can get into that, are like data beings. But he lives in like, I mean, they live in like a human looking world. It's like they're made of data. Like they're like they're computer programs, right? Like they're being animated on a computer, so they're essentially just ones and zeros. And that's actually important as we talk about stick figure physiology.
Okay.
All the characters in AVA are like digital beings, and that's why when one gets sucked into Minecraft, it makes sense.
They can still live because it's just like a new data being and data thing.
Real quick, Asriel is this entity in another universe that like controls reality or a game per se. Got it. Okay. What's up, Chad?
Okay, I got two big super chats I want to talk about real quick, and all the other super chats I'm saving for when we can get them in. Dude Blade with $50 says, "Here's 50. Can we please, for the love of every deity in existence, not get a reality warper cast next week?" You know,
you guys request them.
Yeah, these are coming from y'all. And then Doshep with a huge super chat says, "How did Animator versus Animation go from Stickman comes alive in PC and fights the creator to my son got absorbed into funny cube game and died, so now I'm gonna kill Minecraft?"
The answer is about 19 years.
That's $1.
Yeah.
That's a fucking $1.
It's red. That's not a $1.
It's just a big number.
No,
I just anything that's this old, I think Liam's correct. Like, given enough time, everything gets pretty buck wild. When you have like a linear story, like you can watch this with like almost any TV show that isn't like
everyone becomes
Seinfeld comedy. But like, it's like this is what happens with comics. This is what happens. Like, it just gets wild.
Seinfeld has a multiversal feat, like in one of the last seasons. I'm kidding. I just made that up.
Okay, good. I was like, I am pretty goddamn sure you're a liar. But then you never know.
I think
Okay,
Larry
yeah,
David
oh my
from
God,
Curb Your
you guys have
Enthusiasm
so
would
many
defeat
super chats on this.
Azriel.
Well, okay, I'm curious because
Yeah.
like when we got this came from, you know, as Tentails mentioned, it was a pitch, but it wasn't the pitch that we discussed in the pitch. I had no freaking idea who King Orange was. Is this like legitimately like a character that we should be really thinking about bringing into Death Battle? This is just a question for chat in general. Like, do you guys really want to see animation versus animator in Death Battle? Because like I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't really something that was totally on my radar for the show. So I'm
I'll be
very
honest.
curious.
My desire to write the phrase "Minecraft ate his son" is
Pretty up
I
there.
can feel my fingertips a tingling.
Okay,
Those are
apparently I
mentions-
nailed.
Yeah, no, those are Argentine pesos. I'm broke as fuck. Well, we
No.
appreciate any amount.
I will
Thank
say
you.
this one's on YouTube because YouTube color codes, right? So like it made it red, which usually is
YouTube
over
thinks you're
$100.
rich as hell,
Yeah,
man.
YouTube lied to me.
Own
So
that shit.
regardless, thanks for the dollar. Also, apparently I fucking nailed it because William says, Chad, you joke, but King Orange realizes he's become the overwhelming force killing a child is literally how his arc ends. So nailed it.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Realizes
Oh my
that he's
God.
being a bit of a douchebag.
Is this the perfect matchup because it's already kind of happened?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a lot of people in chat are talking about like Henry Stickmin versus the Second Coming. Again, we've seen that's been pitched to us as well, which is another one that I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I know Henry Stickmin, but like Second Coming, okay.
I think it would be really fun. The stick figure fight would be rad because I would love to see what our animation team does with it.
What the? Okay, hang on. Quack says Orange, not the king kind, was so pissed after his friends were closed by the task manager, was unable to be closed by the program by it, just straight up resisted it, and also yes, animator versus animator on Death Battle would be peak.
Yeah, I should get into
Resisting the task manager shut like end task.
That's like turning reality off for those type of characters, right?
It's like the Popeye feat.
Yeah.
Let me talk about, okay, so the stick figures are, this applies to King Orange. I'm going to mention feats that he didn't specifically do, but is just passively all the stick figures. They're made of data, so like you stab them, you set them on fire, you blow them up. They can survive anything. Even if their like body is destroyed, I mean, that would count as a death, but because it's still just data in a different form, it would, when they reform, they like keep their memories. So they're not like they're not dead. I think for a fight, if you were to vaporize his body entirely, that would count as death. But he wouldn't be like actually fully dead. And we'll get to sort of stuff about that. One of the most insane durability feats, and this was in animation versus physics, which is a really cool video that sort of like uses the animation characters to show off like physics concepts. One of the stick figures, an orange one, was sucked into a black hole and was condensed all the way down to the singularity. Like they got to the level of the singularity. And Sam, this is King Orange 2, please. And they were condensed so small that they were literally the size of a probability wave. And like there were literally one-dimensional strings that were passing by them, like in the next shot, like literal one-dimensional, like string theory, one-dimensional strings were passing by them, and they were totally fine. Like this did not hurt them at all. Your body being condensed into subatomic like information, because they're information essentially.
Right.
They really can't be killed whatsoever, and on top of that, they can manipulate the fourth wall, which is the computer program that they're on, and the computer that they're on in any way imaginable. They can travel via email. They can see and interact with the animator that is currently animating them, obviously. They can go on YouTube and watch their past adventures, and like, so like King Orange could go on YouTube and watch a playthrough of Undertale and see how to beat Asriel. I'm just saying he could do that. They can make their own YouTube channels. They can literally absorb data. So like other data beings are kind of like food to them. They can absorb them, and they can mess with the PC that they're in. They could, like you said, they could resist the task manager turning them off. They can turn the computer itself on or off. They can go into other applications on the computer and mess with the code. So like even Azriel's really strong, and they can definitely mess with code like Undertale characters can do that, but he could go into the code and rewrite the game to make him unable to do that.
Okay,
because
question.
their code manipulation is like unlimited. It's anything they want.
So let's say that
Yeah.
the research shows that Asriel would win, but while the fight is being animated, he
Yeah.
could jump into the timeline and potentially
Yes.
change the outcome on the timeline.
He
Yeah.
could jump into
Oh,
our researchers'
one of
character
these.
sheets. You could jump into the characters' research sheets or character sheets and alter the research.
Yeah,
The
oh my-
results. Yeah. Go and make a video of them having a feat that beats Azriel and then hyperlink that in. Yes. Yeah. They're also like geniuses. They're just insanely smart. Like they can like use any weapon. They can understand like any concept that involves the computer that is around them to immediately fight using whatever they want. They immediately can learn how to destroy a fourth dimensional object, which I thought was kind of crazy.
Just by the nature of making it an interesting animation, they must be clever. Like just like because so it's just like it's a wild one. A very wild
this
one.
would be a brain-breaking death battle.
Yeah.
Orange Blaster. So King Orange could just look up an Undertale walkthrough. Yeah, essentially what.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
William was
Exactly. Yeah.
saying.
He could rewrite he could make his own version of Undertale where Asriel loses or is like a fucking weak ass character.
But that wouldn't be the Azriel in the fight. Like I understand what you're saying, but it's like it's still.
Well, then he could alter Undertale
sure.
itself to make
Yeah.
Azriel weaker.
Just as like they almost erase Minecraft from existence, which is like
Yeah, well, we'll get into that once we get into the Minecraft
yeah.
icon.
Well, what happens if
The
Azriel
Minecraft icon? Okay, that's so
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah, he gets the icon.
Chad, go ahead and ask your question, and then I got a thing.
Okay, so what happens? What happens if while King Orange is in Minecraft, Azriel uninstalls Minecraft?
Well, he could still survive outside of Minecraft, right? They can survive outside of applications, like they can hop around onto the computer. Yeah.
But then while
He'd
he's in
still
it,
be
I
able
guess
to.
if it's online, he could then just go to hop out in another computer and email himself back to that computer that Azriel is on.
Yeah,
Or-
he could
okay.
then re-download Minecraft essentially, or he could go into the code of the computer and make it impossible to delete Minecraft or whatever. He could go like on the internet and buy another copy.
I mean,
he could look up Azriel's credit card information and purchase like 1 million
I
copies
don't
of
think
Minecraft.
Azriel has a credit card, but yes, he does have.
He could go into the game code of Undertale, give Azriel a credit card, and then spend all of his money.
Okay. All right. There's a lot going on here, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna like slow things down a little bit, and let's take a quick break to kind of process all of this.
Coffee break.
Yes, let's take a coffee break. That's a great idea with our sponsor Trade. And when we come out of this, we've got some cool stuff to talk about regarding a certain Little Champions Island event that's about to happen. Okay, so oh my gosh, Trade, save me from this chaos. Yes, so we have this episode of Death Metal Cast is sponsored by Trade. Trade is the #1 coffee destination in the US, but especially for I'm back. But especially for people into cold brew, like myself. Summer or winter, I always prefer some ice in my latte. But when it comes to cold brew at home, hit or miss. It's just easier to buy it off the store shelf, right? Well, Trade's got something to say about that. Trade delivers beans roasted specifically for cold brew, plus all the gear you need to make it really easy. They grind the coffee too, so that when it arrives, you can just scoop it into the pitcher, which they can provide, by the way. This is a really nice little.
That's
glass
cool.
pitcher. It's great. And then you just leave it in the fridge overnight and wake up to something as delicious as something you would find in your local coffee shop. And it's that simple, and it's great. Like I legitimately love this. I've been drinking this ever since I got it, and it's fantastic. The the funny thing is, if you're not sure what kind of coffee you would like, they have this like find my match quiz online that you can take to match you with your perfect coffee. I guess it's kind of like how a dating site works, but it's with coffee. So I took the quiz, and the coffee they matched me with was called Thunder Lips.
I love this.
So I'm drinking Thunder Lips.
Bang!
It's
Oh,
actually
sorry.
pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Bang!
Yeah, right. as you
Are
put
your
it,
lips
explode.
feeling thunderous?
Boom! Oh, I feel so thunderous now. No, it's really good. And they got all sorts of amazing flavors and stuff. So I highly recommend just checking out the list of all their different options. It's really good. Or just, doing the quiz and seeing what you come up with. Because they got some crazy things that you could get matched with. It's very fun. So right now, Trade is offering 50% off a month trial at drinktrade.com/DBC. That's drinktrade.com/DBC for 50% off 1 month. drinktrade.com/DBC. Thank you so much, Trade, for sponsoring another episode of Death Battle Cast. Legitimately awesome company, awesome coffee. Definitely check them out, especially if you are a cold brew drinker who just needs a good way to make some cold brew. They got your back. All right. So before we jump back into
This insanity.
whatever the hell King War is going to happen in Azriel, there is a little event coming up that we've been talking about. So as many of you know, we have done a couple episodes of Death Battle at this point that have been decided on by you all through either like an online sort of like voting process or tournament or whatnot. You guys have decided on Bill versus Discord, Cole versus Alex, and why is my mind blank?
Wiley Tom.
Wiley versus Tom.
Yeah.
That was the most recent one.
Yes.
Because it took a while to get that one made because of the Rooster Teeth shutdown. So we are doing this again, but we have a unique, frankly, extremely ambitious idea for how to do it this year,
Yeah.
thanks to the researchers and the mods over on the Death Battle Discord. And we've been talking it up as an event called Champions Island. And you know what? DJ put together an awesome video that just explains it all. So how about we show that off right now?
Yes, give me 1 second because we switched out a V3 while we're live. So okay.
Soon, 16 characters will embark on the adventure of a lifetime. This is Champions Island, where you'll be competing to see which combatant is the champion of champions. Island. When there's only one left standing, you'll vote on who they should fight on an upcoming episode of Death Battle. Here's how it all works. In the official Death Battle Discord, you'll be submitting characters you want to see be a part of an episode of Death Battle. No matchups here, folks. No, just characters. From there, we'll choose 32 of the snazziest candidates, and it'll be up to you to narrow it down to just 16 by choosing your side between Team Wiz or Team Boomstick. Both teams will go head-to-head in the draft pick of the century. Two teams challenging each other in heart-pounding competitions every week to win immunity for their characters and exile the competition in the dreaded vote. Trademark pending. If you're not already, become a champion right now so you can join the Discord and get in on the fun. The ballot is starting today after Death Battle Cast and will be lasting until September 25th. More details will be available on the Discord and every week on Death Battle Cast, so stay tuned. Welcome one and all to Champions Island.
Wow, DJ.
Yeah.
Champions Island. That's right. Okay, it is going to get started like right away. Right after cast starts, they're going to open up the ballot for you guys to start submitting character ideas. So get ready for that. If you are not on the Discord, the Death Battle Discord, all you have to do, so long as you are a member of the Death Battle channel, just click the join button down below. You can go to Discord, and there's an option in the Discord settings to link your Discord account with your YouTube account. Just do that, so long as you're a member of the Death Battle channel. it'll automatically find that and be like, hey, here's the Discord server for Death Battle. Do you want to join? Join in. Get to posting. It'll be great. So yeah, that's gonna start right when this episode of Death Battle Cast ends, or around that point. So keep an eye out for that, and it will go for 2 days. Is how long the ballot will be open up for you to let us know which characters you think you would like to see. Keep in mind, only one submission per person. Please don't post multiple character ideas. If you do that, then that just disqualifies you. Otherwise, if
I believe it won't
otherwise we would
let
have
you.
millions.
You'll only be allowed to post in there once. So like, it's post the one you want and think about it for a second. Because you're not going to be allowed.
And
to
the reason
post
why it's open until the 25th is to give you some time to think about your.
Yeah, you
wanna.
Don't need to rush and do it right now.
You don't have to jump in right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take a little bit of time to think about your character idea. There's no like benefit to being the first in and to get your character posted right away. And also if you're posting the same character as somebody else, that's not necessarily like a waste of a spot. That just tells us that more people are interested in seeing that character, right? So if a character is posted multiple times, it probably, I'll say probably, increases its chances of becoming a part of the Champions Island, lineup.
Yeah.
So just I say probably because like it's obviously up in the air. There's going to be a lot of character submissions, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Just post your most wanted character. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Don't try and metagame it. Just be like, this character.
Don't metagame it.
Yeah.
And Dude Blade
Highly
gives out
recommend
5
don't ever do
memberships.
that.
So if you received a membership from Dude Blade, you can now go over and link your account and vote in the thing. Same Night Ghost. Night Ghost gave their 1. Thank you, Night Ghost. Whoever was the special recipient of Night Ghosts.
Night Ghost gave some.
Oh God, Vamulator.
Nikki gave some. Like we got a bunch of memberships.
Nikki also gave 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Go sign up for the thing.
If you got a membership from somebody, give them a thanks and go link that Discord account.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you all. Like we are so excited to see how this goes. It is. So the previous like tournaments, things that we had were basically just polls, right? You would vote for a character to move on to the next round or whatever, and eventually whichever matchup won became a matchup. This is going to be like a whole multi-week event where the mods are putting together these like challenges for you to join in, and it's very much like if you've ever seen a reality show. It's gonna be that, but in the Discord, and then also votes will be happening on the YouTube channel as well for members.
I did see Soldier Data with his 3 months voting for Mael from Claire Obscure. I just want to say there will be, despite Liam and I both being here and being huge Claire Obscure fans, we're going to try and hold our bias back, but
Well,
I'm on
I
board.
could get Mael to win.
I
That'd
mean-
be kind of sick.
Night
Throw it
Ghost-
out there.
Hey.
Night Ghost said, can I add Gorilla to the poll? Yes, I would love. I would
add
love
Gorilla.
to just see Gorilla. Like,
Yeah. Adult
can
male
put-
silverback gorilla.
yeah.
But
As
anything.
long as it's not inappropriate or whatever, you can put whatever
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
you want in that ballot.
I
Just
do
don't get
think,
yourself post something that's gonna get yourself banned.
yeah, not to give, not to get us in a bad position, but I do kind of think one of the funniest outcomes is for y'all to give us a character where we're just completely stumped on, and we're like, who? How do they fight anything? And I do think that's a funny outcome.
I mean,
but
that sounds a lot like what we're talking about right now with King Orange.
yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I will not be surprised if Second Coming or King Orange is one of those characters on the list.
Clearly, yeah.
Can we submit
okay.
Chijims? Yes.
Santi,
course.
thanks for gifting a membership.
You can submit Chijims.
Yeah.
Specifically the Chijim's hat that's on the. Oh my god! I can't believe that's still on the store. Like
It's not,
we
it's
take
not
it
gonna make
down?
it to the finals. I'm gonna tell you that.
Chad cannot influence the events. Although I don't know if Team Boomstick is gonna necessarily be. It would be hilarious if it's on Team Boomstick.
I absolutely can influence it.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a few weeks of really interesting stuff. Like the things that the mod team is really planned is like, it's super cool. This is really exciting. So
We
we're
have,
excited to see how it comes.
Some questions about this, so I'm gonna hit those real quick in some
Yeah.
super chats. Johan says, "What about the character hubs?" What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean, Johan. And then Gilded says, "I actually started a small trend of making trailers for character submissions," which then leads into Jonathan says, "Are we allowed to submit any promo videos, matchup graphics, or anything like that along with the character we submit?"
So
Wow.
the ballot is going to function almost identically to the ballot banter ballots. if you're familiar with those, it's just you can post like an image and like a brief description, and that's about it. We want to keep it, we'll try to keep it a little simple so it doesn't overwhelm, you know, everybody who's working on this, especially the mods who have dedicated a lot of time to this and like are super excited to do it. But holy shit, like I said, it's a very ambitious project. And the mods are taking on a brunt of the work for it, and I would rather not give them more stress than they've already volunteered to take on.
As Nubia is reminding you in the chat and the video said, there's a lot more information already in the Discord. You can go there and then we'll be posting more information in the Discord. Also, we'll play the trailer again here at the end if you want to see it again for everybody.
Ship, I thought you said you were broke as fuck. You're giving out
you get down 50 memberships. God, I hope that wasn't a misclick for you.
He's even broker. No, we appreciate that.
All right, let's see. 05. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bishop.
If you got,
oh my god,
you can see who gave you your membership here in the chat. If you got one from Deshep or Nikki or Vamalator, you know, maybe vote whatever direction they're going. You know, just
that's uninfluenced. Just give them a thanks and go get ready to post your idea. Anyway, we do need to get back to King Orange. We can talk more about this, you know, later on. We'll also have plenty of time to talk about it tomorrow during Fireside Chat as well. So if you have any more questions, also the mods on the Discord will also be able to answer questions and stuff. I believe they'll have like a post all about this on the Discord with a bunch of information that you can check out. So
and I have all your super chats saved. So if we haven't answered your question yet, in the future,
we can get to that in just a little bit. I do want to get back to King Orange and Azriel. And just the insanity about Minecraft. You said there was something that you wanted to talk about with the Minecraft icon, Liam, or whatever.
Yes. Okay, so I'll first mention the command block, which he has attached to his staff. And the command block allows him to enter a command, any command that he wants into the game of Minecraft. So let me pull up, this had a list of all the different kinds of commands, but essentially like anything that, here we go. I'm not reading all of that. I'll just do the ones that I wrote down. So like he could build anything or destroy anything. He can create an item. He can summon any kind of mob from Minecraft. He can teleport. He can grant effects to you. So he could make you 10,000 times slower or 10,000 times weaker than you normally are. He can create force fields. He can say /kill and kill you. He can do /tick and affect time, the passage of time. He can nullify any ability that you have. He can put himself into spectator mode and turn himself intangible. And with the Minecraft block, the Minecraft icon, it is essentially a more powerful version of the command block, which gives him creative mode over the entire game. So he can do anything that he wants. He doesn't have to type in any command. So there's no sort of speed component to it. He is, as long as he's holding onto the staff, he has complete and total control over the game of Minecraft. So much so that he was able to create a vortex that was going to consume the entirety of the game of Minecraft. Minecraft has, based on an estimate, I don't remember what, about 18 quintillion different worlds, each of which are infinitely big. And he was able to create a black hole that was going to consume all of it. He or the other characters, the other stick figure characters, were actually able to fast enough to outrace that black hole, which was expanding at about 8.2 or 8.4 quadrillion times faster than light. Although debatably immeasurable in speed, based on all of the infinite-sized worlds that it was consuming. And it's so powerful, the Minecraft block is so powerful, it not only can destroy Minecraft, it can destroy what the computer that you are playing Minecraft on. Sam, if you could bring up King Orange 1. Using the Minecraft icon, one of the characters was able to destroy and crack the phone screen that the video was being watched on.
Yeah.
It was like, it did like a big blast. And it shattered the top of the phone screen.
But this is a phone in the video. So
yes,
is that implying that when you go to their YouTube channel, when you are watching a video there, you're actually watching somebody else watch the video?
Oh God.
on their
Well,
phone?
I think the idea is that like because this is a fictional thing, no matter what, it can't literally affect the real world. But this is their way of showing that it's affecting the real world, but the real world within the. So like in the same way that Undertale can corrupt your game file, this is doing that as well.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So
as Gilded Data,
yes.
points out, what if Azriel just resets the timeline to before King Orange loses his son?
Well, then King Orange in the future could hop out of the game because he's not affected by that, and then like change the code to prevent Azriel from being able to reset the timeline. And does Azriel have control over the timeline of like because it isn't taking place if the fight can take place in Minecraft, but then so he'd have some control over Minecraft based on his reality warping, but he wouldn't be able to affect the world that King Orange came from, that timeline, which is a separate one from Minecraft.
Azriel's power limited to what is the place called in Undertale? To that location?
I think he could destroy the universe, that universe, but the universe of Undertale. So he's contained to Undertale, to the game of Undertale. He can't hop out and affect like he can't travel through the internet.
Not to argue against myself, but also I believe like in the context of that, Undertale is like the singular game, not all the games on everybody else's computer too. Like because it is a little more insular, just for the sake of the story.
In Deltarune, I'm not as familiar with Deltarune.
Same here. I don't even want Deltarune spoilers.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Tell me when to put my. No, I can't.
But if
Never
he
mind.
can close the game, his own game, doesn't that suggest that he can sort of manipulate outside of just the game itself?
Well, yeah, because there is the thing where they like erase your saves, right? But
yeah, but the King Orange can do so much more than just that. Like it's just limited to deleting saves. He can create saves. He can go into the trash folder and undelete those saves. Like for instance, he could rewrite the computer code to make it so that you can't delete those saves.
Okay, well, I did want to bring this up earlier. This is a super chat from Dude Blade. He says, for the record, those are just the main 5 stick figures of red, blue, green, and yellow, and Second Coming. It's reasonable to say that King Orange can do something similar, but we haven't seen it yet. So some of those crazy,
I'm talking about like what the stick figures generally can. Right. When I'm talking about that, that's what stick figures generally can do. He does fight them.
Data and a couple other people in chat have mentioned that Azriel has not really appeared in Deltarune. And Data specifically says he's not as a god, he's away at college in Deltarune. Funny.
Yeah.
Wait, so he has a college education. That's assuming he graduates. Is that a feat? Congratulations, you're immortal debt.
That's funny. Gilded gifted out 5 memberships. Super Money gifted out 5. Thank you guys for. We've seen a lot of people sign up as well to become champions, so we appreciate the support.
A lot of people. Thank you.
Hope you have fun with Champion Island.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that at the end of the show.
I mean,
yeah,
we could probably just talk about it now. I don't want to ruin it, but I feel like Azriel's got a tough fight in front of him. This is looking rough.
Sam's throwing in the towel.
It's your job as rep for Azriel to convince people that he wins. Are you giving up?
I gotta be an honest person. I'm not a liar, and this is looking tough for my guy. Really tough.
Is this a first? I heard that'll cast.
I was gonna say for me giving up, I was like, absolutely not. God, man, it's
You've
like
done it on Champion Cast. I don't think we've ever seen it.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying like I'm 100% cooked, but damn, dude, King Orange is crazy and AVA crazy. I think it's just that much more unhinged.
I agree for the record.
To my knowledge, Asriel, Flowey, and Char can only deactivate the PC version of Undertale, not the console versions. Can King Orange fuck up an Xbox?
I mean,
anything
that Minecraft's on, right?
Yeah. Right. Any computer that he can be a part, like you saw the phone, right? As long as it's a computer, it doesn't matter if it's a PC.
Does it need to have Minecraft on it?
I mean, for the Minecraft icon to work, it needs that only affects Minecraft. No, but he, as a stick figure character,
so if the
can affect
computer only
non-Minecraft
has
things.
Undertale on it and not Minecraft, does he have the same level of power?
He can do all of the like PC altering stuff, but he can't like create Minecraft blocks in Undertale because there's no but he would be able to affect the code
what's
of Undertale. Just
What's
not
the
with the Minecraft
overlap of Undertale players and Minecraft players? Is that going to be a factor to this? What percentage of people who play Undertale also have Minecraft on the same computer?
It's a solid attempt at salvaging Sam's argument, Ben.
Oh, well,
but I'm not going for
I
it.
do want to not,
But also, guys, in response to throwing in the towel, and this right here is just why I love our show. Just a dude says, "Nah, Sam's done it before with Count Chocula." Like just
new was on it.
He doesn't have anything.
I do want
to.
to pull back a little bit and talk about a slightly different like look at this. Like if we took their fourth wall stuff out of it and their code manipulation, like if it was just a fight. I was gonna say an old school brawl, but these people it's not an old school brawl. Like I do think that might be a little more Azriel leaning.
It was like a fist fight between like a goat boy and a stick figure.
No, if they were just using their actual like combat abilities rather than like code manipulation.
Well, okay, but like, okay, but
Isn't
then King
that kinda the
Orange
whole
does
point of
it?
their characters though?
Yeah, like King Orange can like grab the fucking like health bar or whatever and start beating you with it. Like that's his like combat, but it's sort of that's connected to the code thing. I don't know. You should watch Animator animation. These motherfuckers can fight. They can throw hands, right? You would you would believe that a stick figure can fly and kick your ass.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what?
There was a lot of super chats in support of you, Sam. It's telling you to stay strong.
I mean,
and then Johan or Jonathan says, just like your opinion more and you'll win. It works against Liam every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is the true
Just
stance
believe.
here is that
Yeah.
who wants to vote for Liam again?
No.
And
Just believe in yourself, Sam.
Orange.
what's a
How happy were
better
you when
better
you
game?
looked into this character, Liam? Like, it's like you knew nothing about it, and then I can just imagine you being like, "Oh, like,
I went. This is going to give me a lot of lateral movement in this debate. Is what I thought.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead and put the poll up a little early, and we're gonna get our final arguments in here. So, Liam, final arguments for King Orange.
They both can affect game, but he affect game and PC game being played on a better version of Undertale bullshit.
Cool. Okay, Sam. Focus. Think about it. Believe in yourself. You got this.
Azriel.
Final
Not,
argument for
okay,
Azriel.
here's Azriel cannot just manipulate the game, but damage and directly manipulate King Orange's soul, which if that's gone, I think a fight might be over before it starts.
you can attack his soul."
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how like everything Undertale works. But obviously King Azriel
Does
being
King
the
Orange have a
baddest of the
soul?
bad. Chad, I wasn't ready to ask that question. But now that you
Do
have
stick figures have souls?
Souls.
No, he's
Um,
data. He's just data. It's the ones and zeros.
Does that mean that his love for his son is fake?
One would say that all love is really just a biological sort of
Oh,
chemical
God.
interaction that happens in the brains of mammals, you know?
Liam is so smarmy.
But, I hope Nikki's still watching. Hey, Night Ghost gifted out a second. Ooh, it's a special day. We got two.
with you, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Nikki gifted out 20 just a bit ago. Delta says, I think people are forgetting he's Ariel, but I assume Asriel is invincible.
No, we're talking
No,
about.
he's talking about
They're still stuck on
Disney Princess
last week.
Passport.
That was so much fun. I can't wait to do that.
Gilded Day, if we want to talk about Undertale's 10th anniversary stream, is it 10 years old?
That's
No
crazy.
fucking way.
Yeah,
Tring
sounds
Top, I'm
right.
trying to help here. Omega Flowey, who's weaker than Azriel, affected the Steam
Oh.
overlay? Is that what you mean? So it
Well,
can affect
The
other
10th
things.
anniversary stream had an overlay, and Omega
Oh, the
Flowey affected.
stream. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all can vote. I do think maybe we can use the last few minutes to answer any questions about Champion Island, maybe, or just tell people again, Champion Island's happening. Go to the Discord. All of your questions will be answered there. They're fantastic question and answers
Love
on the
is stored
Discord.
in the
I
balls.
can, yeah, I can get a couple of those. Johan clarified he meant the character threads, and I saw other people ask about this. The character threads on the Champion Island channel in Discord. Like, are we going to take those into consideration? And
So now, just
no.
to simplify it for the mods, it's the same thing as Ballot Banter. It's going to be one big why am I blanking what it's called in Discord channel, whatever thread,
super thread.
No, because those are different things. But it's the same thing as Ballot Banter. So it'll open at the end of cast, like right when cast ends, it'll open around that point. If it's not open right away, just give the mods a little bit of a break as they're getting everything set up. There's a lot for them to take care of to make sure that this works. It'll open up and you'll see it as a mods. Actually, I don't actually know what it's going to be specifically called. So if a mod in chat wants to mention that, feel free. But it will be a channel in the Discord server that you'll be able to post an individual image and a short description of your character or argument or anything like that. Try to keep it short. If it's a really long, paragraph of why your character should be in it, I don't know if we're gonna necessarily have time to read through all of that, because we're expecting a lot of characters to be on this ballot, right? So keep that in mind.
There is a category, just to be clear, there's a category in the Discord, which is like a thing, and then it's Welcome to Champion Island. It has rules and status, announcements, the island ballot, and then just like a general Champions Island discussion guy.
So Nubia, one of our mods in chat, does clarify the character threads will be archived when the ballot starts. So those will be going down, but we will still have access to them.
Yeah. Because we're obviously going to look at them and be like, what are people saying about this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Ewan says you don't have to answer right away, but is the submissions that will be open until September 25th?
It is okay. So what is going to be open until September 25th is the initial ballot, where you can essentially submit a character, right? Don't submit a matchup, submit a character. But again, it's very similar to Ballot Banter. If you've seen our Ballot Banters, basically the idea is that it's just a thread of posts. Everybody gets one post, one submission of a character, and then a short description of like why they want their character in a death battle, right? Please don't post multiple times. If you do, I actually don't think you can. It might not let you be able to.
I don't think it'll let you.
But if that like breaks for some reason and you do post multiple times, that would disqualify you. So
Please spare our mods. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's about to go live.
All right. Yeah,
Or
we are
Jason-
getting to the end here. So let's wrap up this poll.
I just want to say, like, a couple. I know I'm going to win regardless. A couple people vote for King Orange. Just a couple of people. I promise it's worth it.
He wants it to be
worth your while.
69%. Fucking guy.
We had it too. We had it.
I know.
I'm gonna end the poll.
Just a couple
and it's
people.
currently 1% off what Liam's trying to do.
Fuck!
I'm gonna end the poll in 5, 4.
Come on.
3, 2, 1. End poll.
Oh.
Hang on, YouTube might. No.
I just saw a great question we should address from chat. 13th Revenant. When are our boomstick plushies coming in?
Oh yeah.
Great question.
We just got confirmation. They're shipping out now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I believe they started to ship like 2 days ago. So you expect to see, they got to go through some, but expect to get some sort of shipping notification or something along those lines very soon. Yeah.
I want to see y'all like tweet at me when you get them in. I want to see who got the Chase variant, But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you all those who ordered a U2's boomstick should be seeing those relatively soon. Hopefully by the end of the month, but it obviously depends on shipping location, things like that. But yeah, it'll be coming in soon. So they are on their way. Very excited for it. Oh my god. Yeah. We'd love to see people post about their boomsticks when they get them.
The Champion Island character threads are starting to populate at an alarming rate, y'all.
It's gonna be the big ballot. That's gonna be what's important.
And there's second coming. Yeah, cool. No, this is awesome.
Naturally.
Oh my god, it's already
just keep in mind that is going to open up right after Death Metal Cast is done. Also, speaking of ballots, a new ballot banter is going to be coming up. We're separating it from this ballot so we don't have two ballots going on. But after this ballot wraps up, starting in October, we will have a new ballot banter session going. This will be for Galaxy members only, to try to make sure we don't have a ballot that goes for like 3 years again.
And it's a perk for
and a perk for
Yeah.
Galaxy members for supporting us in such a huge way. So if you are a Galaxy member, when October starts, you will also see another ballot open up where you can submit actual matchups,
And
that'll be coming up there.
for those curious, and for those that just got a new membership and don't know, typically every Wednesday we have a show called Ballot Painter where we go through y'all's fight suggestions and we talk about them. We just finished our ballot, as Ben was saying, to start a new one. And next week we won't have a Ballot Painter, but we will, or sorry, this week we will have something very special for you, a brand new show kind of thing that we're developing. So yeah, you'll get to see something new Wednesday, a little first look at something we've been toying around with.
We've talked a little bit about it, but we're getting into some tabletop stuff.
Mhm.
So get ready for that this Wednesday. I guess tomorrow, right? Like it's tomorrow.
And
I
Fireside.
like the way you said that. I guess tomorrow.
Yes, it's tomorrow. Yes, and also tomorrow we have Fireside Chat at 5 p.m. Central Time. If you are a member of the Death Battle channel, a champion, you will be able to join us for Fireside Chat. Speaking of champions, we will be doing a champion cast in just a little bit. If you stick around to the end of Death Battle Cast, you will be automatically moved over to champion cast, sort of our post-show discussion. We might talk a little bit more about Champions Island and things like that there. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap things up for today. Thank you all so much for joining us for another Death Battle Cast. Ruby versus Maka is out. Oh, I have a
Go
lot
watch
I
it.
want to actually talk about with Ruby versus Maka in the Champion Cast.
I've got a bunch of
Yeah,
super
we
chats
have a lot
probably
of stuff to
we'll
talk
talk
about.
about in Champion Cast, but I did want to point out very quickly that CEO of Dinosaurs became a planet level champion. So we
Glad to
have the
have you.
CEO of Dinosaurs on our side. Thank you.
I think your
Thank you
stocks
for
might be
joining us.
down this era, but all right, cool. But
See y'all in
Yeah,
Champion
all right.
Cast.
Thank you all. So yeah, we'll talk more on Champion Cast. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Let's get this Champions Island going. We're gonna actually show that one more time. Let's show that one more time to wrap things up. Thank you all.
Blam.
Soon, 16 characters will embark on the adventure of a lifetime. This is Champions Island, where you'll be competing to see which combatant is the champion of champions. Island. When there's only one left standing, you'll vote on who they should fight on an upcoming episode of Death Battle. Here's how it all works. In the official Death Battle Discord, you'll be submitting characters you want to see be a part of an episode of Death Battle. No matchups here, folks. No, just characters. From there, we'll choose 32 of the snazziest candidates, and it'll be up to you to narrow it down to just 16 by choosing your side between Team Wiz or Team Boomstick. Both teams will go head-to-head in the draft pick of the century. Two teams challenging each other in heart-pounding competitions every week to win immunity for their characters and exile the competition in the dreaded vote. Trademark pending. If you're not already, become a champion right now so you can join the Discord and get in on the fun. The ballot is starting today after Death Battle Cast and will be lasting until September 25th. More details will be available on the Discord and every week on Death Battle Cast, so stay tuned. Welcome one and all to Champions Island.